do not settle. Do not settle. Do not listen to these clowns that are telling you, you know what, you're going to, there's some things that you're going to enjoy, you know. We're going to be, we're going to buy less, and that makes people happier. No, buying less makes people happier when they choose to buy less, when they realize you can't buy happiness. But if you still think you can buy happiness, and yet you don't have the money to buy that happiness, you're just pissed off. Especially when you see the people who are telling you you're going to be happier buying new yachts. Okay? Really, I thought doing with less. I thought, when is enough, President Obama? I mean, how many houses do you have? I mean, I don't have a problem with people having multiple houses. God bless America. But you do. And you are saying that we're all going to be wiped out in some sort of fiery flood. Well, gosh, wouldn't that flood hit yours on an island first? The hypocrisy is not going to let their arrogance is going to be the undoing. Because they really, truly do not know who we are. And they're counting on us forgetting. They're counting on us. There was a kid that was born in 1856. He was born in Croatia. He was born during a thunderstorm. The midwife said, this is a curse on his life. This kid is cursed. His mom said, no. This is a sign from God. He's blessed. Well, his youth was not good. He had a life-threatening illness. He had trouble. But it still didn't stop him from doing it. When he was young, his uncle was over. This is in Croatia. And he showed his uncle a picture of Niagara Falls and said, I'm going to harness that one day. Well, guess what? That little kid came to America with like $2 in his pocket, completely broke, had no connections, and he's the guy who harnessed and built the power station at Niagara Falls. His name was Nikola Tesla. We know about Wilbur Wright, right? Oh, he's the guy, flying. Well, no, that's somebody in South America. Shut up. He was supposed to go to Yale. Nah, couldn't. He was seriously injured in a hockey game. So he said, I can't go. He thought he wasn't going to be able to, be a functioning person. He became very, very depressed. Then his mom got tuberculosis. He stayed home even longer to help her. She died. And then his brother was with him, and they're like, what do you say we give this flying thing a whirl? As a professional race car driver, he had a real disabling illness for his job. He had already won Le Mans. Doctor says you have to retire. You know his story. He didn't want to stop. England had stopped production of their AC Ace model. The engines were no longer available. And those things were rocket ships. So he got an idea. He took a Ford engine, a 260, and he put it into the body of an AC Ace, and he designed a race car so fast it took the racing world by storm. That's Carroll Shelby, a guy who only built the car because of all the problems he had. Each of these people had something down in their lives. Each of these people had a reason to quit. But each of these people, either by birth or by choice, were Americans. And there's something different inside of us. We don't give up. And that's what the elites are trying to make you do. Make you feel alone. Make you feel beat up. Like there's nothing you can do. That all of the odds are stacked against you. Well, Americans, when you come up against a problem, the rest of the world quits. Americans don't. Are we still those Americans that don't quit? Instead, we innovate? Are we still the people that when the odds are against us, we tap into something, this endless reservoir we call the American spirit? We have conquered the biggest foes, from smallpox to fascism to communism to poverty. We haven't erased all disease, all poverty. But the world is a different place because we knew who we were. And quite honestly, we knew who we served. The spirit that brought us here, the Spirit of God, and the spirit that harnessed Niagara Falls, that revolutionized race cars, that literally made men fly. That spirit right now is taking people to space as tourists, and we don't even really talk about it. Do you know that when Elon Musk and his brother launched their first company, Zip2, Elon was living in his office and he was showering at the YMCA. Did you know that? But he's in America. He's got more American spirit in him than most people I see every day. He's gone from showering at the YMCA to now mapping out a trip to Mars, and he'll do it. Why? Why? Because he has that American spirit in him. I'm telling you, people say the American spirit is run out, and they're doing everything they can to make you believe that, but they're wrong. The American spirit lives as long as it lives inside of one of us. It lives on as soon as we rise to the occasion. It lives on as soon as we say, I didn't come this far to listen to you, some king, to tell me exactly what I can and can't do. I'm sorry. Oh, you can't save the people in Afghanistan? Okay, we will. The American spirit lives on every time someone beats the odds. And the American spirit is alive and waiting for you to tap into it. And we need to, because we are facing massive challenges. And we're going to need the spirit in every way you can mean that word. We are going to need the American spirit, and we are going to need the Spirit of God.